Hello there, it's Joanne Ernst here from onlinecatalyst.com, and I'm really delighted to welcome you to this page. I've got a very special offer for you today, and what I've done, for those of you who don't already know me, I've got a project management background, and if you're a time-pressed, stretched business owner, you're probably wondering how on earth you can do more with less, and you might also be wondering, how do I start with all this social media stuff? Where do I begin? All the online marketing, search engine optimization, you know, there's so much out there to learn. Don't worry, I've done the hard work for you, you'll be glad to hear. Over the last couple of years I've been on a bit of a journey myself, learning how to promote my website online. I've had a couple of websites that are built up to authority websites, and now I'm teaching other people to do that in their businesses as well. What I wanted to do was condense all of that for people like yourselves who are wanting to boost your business, wanting to grow your business online, and also that feeling of you don't want to get left behind. Yeah, you want to stay ahead of your competition. You want to keep progressing and keep growing. So that's what I'm here to help you do today. So you know, I think the problem has been so far when you look online, there are so many different that you could spend a whole week learning how to use Twitter or Facebook or any of the different social media platforms. There's so much detail, so much information out there, and what I like to do, and I think it's just the way I am, I like to cut through all that detail and sort of boil it down to the pragmatic step-by-step actions that need to be implemented. You know, on a project you do that very simply. You break it down into phases, then you break each phase down to different tasks, you work out your milestones, so on and so forth. And when you do that, what comes out of it at the end is known as a Gantt chart. And if you've been on my blog, you've probably seen me talking about Gantt charts. Actually, I've got an example here for you. There's a project Gantt chart, which just shows you all the tasks down here, the time going across there, and how they play out over time. Yeah, so that's part of this emergency action plan. So it shows you step by step what you need to do day by day. It's a 29-day plan. If you're anything like me, you'll probably want to condense that. That's fine, you can do that. But you can do it in 29 days in about half an hour to 3/4 of an hour a day, depending on your level of sort of comfort with technology and so on, okay, and what you've already done. So looking about half an hour a day for 29 days to get yourself established, and then I'll show you how to take that into an operational kind of way. Okay, so this is the emergency action plan to get known online fast. I'm going to show you what's in there. First of all, best place to start, goals and strategy. You've got to know what you're doing and why you're doing it before you can get into the how, into the strategy. So we spend a bit of time working that out in the first phase of this program. Then we go into setting up all of your social media, so LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, making sure you've got all the basic accounts set up, and I'm going to show you some really easy ways to leverage your time on these and how you can take some tools that are free online you can use just to leverage your time more effectively and use these well. Then we're going to look at setting up your home base, so what you need to do in terms of your current website, if you've got one, don't worry if you haven't, your blog, things like that, what you need to do to get kind of all set up at home so that you can cope with the massive deluge of customers which is hopefully coming your way very soon. And then we move on to the next phase, which is all about getting your content right, because if you're going to be establishing yourself on social media, doing a blog and things like that, you need to know how to get your content, and you don't want it to take over your life. Yeah, you've got a business to run, I get that, I understand that. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a very time effective, time leveraging kind of way. You're going to love it, it's great. And then over here in phase 5, we look at integrating all of your marketing. So you've got an established business, I need to make sure that all of this integrates with what you're already doing. So if you're already doing PR, if you're already doing advertising, whether that's online or offline, whether you're doing direct mail or the networking that you do, or conferences that you speak at, or all of that stuff, we need to make sure that's integrated. And at the end of this phase, phase 5, very exciting, you'll have a full 6-month calendar of what you're doing each month. And that's going to give you the clarity and focus that I think you really need. It's also going to help you build momentum over the 6 months, so you can see in what you do in month 1 how that's going to build and affect what you do in month 3, 4, 5, whatever. Yeah, so that's really a good solid outcome from here. And then last but not least, phase 6, I've got some little kind of bells and whistles, some bonus items if you like, that I'm going to share with you to help you just take it up a level. And in there I'm going to share with you some of my copywriting tips that I've learned over the years, search engine optimization, kind of the easy version. It's not as complicated as you think, I promise. So search engine optimization, we're going to talk about lead generation, we're going to talk about email marketing, and last but definitely not least, I'm going to help you create a weekly plan that you can use just to maintain all of your social media and your online marketing. Because if you think about it, setting it all up, all this 1, 2, 3, 4 and even 5, that's all about getting your project established, getting it done. Then you get to the end and you're kind of handing it over to an operational side of things, kind of operational maintenance. So that's where the weekly plan comes in. And I'm going to walk you through all of this step by step in here with your own plan. Now there's a very special offer below as well. If you want to take advantage of that, I advise you to get in quickly. I will, for the first 10 people, I'm going to create and build your own personalised Gantt chart and mail that out to you. It's going to be a big A3 colour version with the specifics about what you need to do for the next 29 days. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to working with you. Please sign up quickly because I've only got 10 spots for the Gantt charts, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you. Joanne Ernst here from onlinecatalyst.com.